Hey everybody, welcome back. This week's video is about this brand new 972. And it's not just a normal 972, it's a 972 XE. Now when I saw the XE, my original thought was it was like the D6 XE and was going to be electric drive. And I thought, oh cool, an electric drive wheel loader, that's awesome. But it's not exactly that. I thought the XE was going to be Cat's way of branding electric stuff, but I guess it isn't. I don't know exactly what the XE is supposed to stand for, but it's got what they call a variable speed transmission, that I assume that's what makes it the XE. So we're going to take a good look at it over and over, all the specs. There's another 972 sitting right over here beside it, and I'm going to try to compare them to see what the real difference is in that transmission, which is, I assume, the only part that's different between it and that 972. So I'm going to grab the camera, we'll take a good look at it, we're going to talk about all of it, show you the inside of the cab and why I really like these loaders, why I think these are the best loaders on the market at this time. So let's get started. All right, so kind of working our way from the back to the front. We're going to save the operator station for last. This got the Cat C 9.3B engine in it. It's rated at 339 horsepower. It is Tier 4 final, so it's got the DEF. That part hasn't changed a lot from the older machines. I did notice they've changed to like a canister style oil filter, which is nice. But other than that, it's a lot. That part's kind of a lot the same. I think where the real difference is up there in the middle in that transmission. So let's move forward from the engine and look at that transmission. All right, so here's the transmission. I will get the camera and get a better, closer look at it. Visually speaking, it looks exactly the same as the one on the other 972 from what I can tell, not much difference. I did drive it around here a little bit and I see what they mean about the constant velocity or continuous velocity transmission, whatever Cat calls it. It continues to pull. You don't have a first gear, second gear jump, and a second gear and a third gear jump. It just kind of continuously pulls. That I assume is what they're saying keeps the engine at a kind of a more base RPM or set RPM. And that's where they get their supposed 35% fuel savings from. I would really like to run one in like the real world and see how it works, besides just around this parking lot, but I don't have that option. So that's where the XE, I think, comes in. And maybe some of the technologies in the cab too. I'm not sure about that, but I'll get a better look at this thing, get y'all a better look at this thing. It is pretty cool from what I've seen just driving it around. So that part, I think, is an improvement over the 972 that's sitting next to it. So on the front, it's kind of just business as usual. 128-inch bucket, 7-yard capacity. It can hold a lot of stuff, like this little blue rubber duck. There you go, all the room you need. So that's nothing much has changed. The 972M has the exact same size bucket on it. That's kind of business as usual. But the cool part's in the cab. I'm going to jump you up in the cab now, and we're going to take a good look at that. All right, here we are in the cab of this 972. This is one of my favorite wheel loader cabs. I think the Cat wheel loader cabs are actually my favorite. This cab has been updated. It's got 2 new screens up here, new screen in the middle, all kinds of cool new load counters and scales and all kind of cool stuff. It's also got joystick steer. If you've ever ran a loader with joystick steer, you'll never want to run one with a steering wheel ever again. It is the best thing since sliced bread. In fact, I have a slice of bread right here, and if you ask me if I'd rather have this slice of bread or this joystick steer, I'm gonna take this joystick steer. Sorry, that's just the truth. Other than that, it's got 2-stick. They do make a joystick version. I like the 2-stick. And I'm going to take the camera and show you around more of the inside of this cab, how it's been updated from the older one. I'm going to also get in the older one and show you what the older cabs look like. So let's take a quick look at it. All right, everybody, there's a look at the new 972 XE compared to a 972M. Again, the only difference that I could tell was the transmission and the updated cab, but I really like it. I think this is one of the nicest machines on the market today. I would really like to see one of these running in the wild, or hear from somebody that's ran one in the wild and see how the transmission really does make a difference or doesn't. So if you have ran one, please drop it in the comments. And other than that, thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it, and stay tuned for the next one.